extremely spiritual. That's kind of like my intuition. Andrew both really fucking had it together. They were so together, they said, "Ah, you're gonna kill something. You guys take it over and try not to fuck it up too bad." Because they were like, they must have made way at Gaia, you know, the Neanderthals. That's what I think. They were way Gaia. They were just parts of the, they felt themselves to be parts of the organism. So they, I'm going to be cat aware for a second. Critter. I'm back. I think I remember. We were fighting off other Critter. Oh, bring it out. Here we go. Up there. There he is. I'll get it. So that's what the bitch is like. Those guys who could kill other motherfuckers. That's the whole bad boy thing in our society. Because bad boy can't provide. You don't worry about rules. He's just this ruthless motherfucker. Look at the hero that Tony Soprano became. There's a fascination with the bad boy. James Gandolfini, if you ever see this, you rock, dude. What a cool role you played. I hope you understand it was all just a game. It didn't really matter, but you taught. You taught wonderfully. And same for you guys who wrote that shit. Sorry I haven't looked you up. You did good. I liked your ending, by the way. Soprano people. It was good. It was supposed to end that way. Like Void. And it was Don't Stop Believing. Cool. You fucking rock. That's good. Black, nothing. Don't stop believing. Wonderful, beautiful. You rock. Anyways, that was all about how we figured out if we started talking to ourselves that we could actually beat people up. What happened was then all of a sudden we started holding on to our memory traces, which helped us be very, very good because we figured out this, and this, and we were able to deduct things. Took over. And we were no longer just toy. When Homo sapiens first appeared, Homo sapiens was like an infant, just aware. But so present that Homo sapiens was an amazingly efficient predator and gatherer, because they were always just, next thing's going to happen. And then the presence, not the narrative, but the presence, just, they did it. It was a natural flow. They just did it perfectly, beautifully, as a natural flow. Oh my God, that's so cool. Little girl found something. She just went up. She's been sitting and waiting. She's finally got her something. That rocks. So that was the Garden of Eden when we were just present. And then maybe you'll recall it's the Tree of Knowledge. That's in Genesis. I've got a lot of things about Genesis as far as Eve. Dude, that was just some guy saying, hey, you know what? We can get everybody believing this shit, that all the bitches are just nasty bitch. We can just fuck them all we want. I swear to God, that's what those dudes that were writing Genesis. Somebody wrote Genesis. A human wrote Genesis and said, look what God gave me. Man, everybody believed him. You know, he's pretty fucking slick. Maybe that was God. Alright, we'll tell him it was God who wrote this. And thus the story of Genesis. Genesis was actually based on previous stories that were probably told around caves, and then definitely around the very first plowed fields. And there were competing stories. Many of the stories had a female goddess as the creator. You think about it, and poor girls back then would just squat and grunt and yell, "Oh, fuck," and out would drop a baby. And when you think about it, wow, I knew one of us from her. What'd you do? Oh, I fucked him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, they didn't say Jesus Christ then because he wasn't around. Christ's essence was around, but Jesus wasn't. And let's see. Oh yeah, Eden. That was the true meaning of Eden, that there wasn't any awareness. And then there was the tree of knowledge. I believe it was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. See, and then all of a sudden we decided this is that and that is this. And as soon as you start doing that, then you've lost any sense of oneness. Because this is that and that is this. And that's not a non-dual frame of mind. A non-dual frame of mind is all is. So understand that one. All is what is. Just is. All, everything is. So, back to these fancy guys in Switzerland and University of Chicago and Stanford, and I'm sure there's lots of other people with lots of money that get to play with shit like that. They all say that it's a fiction, right? Possibly. One of the latest popular ones is this thing called string theory, which means that we're all just one, the entire universe is one strand, a thread. It's just kind of almost just sitting there, floating, whatever, it's a thread. But that we quite possibly have billions and billions and billions of other strands. Some of them very, very, very closely related to our particular strand that we call the universe. And we're getting into it. But that's, that's one of the things that really smart people right now are thinking, that there are just a multiplicity of universes beyond anything that you can possibly imagine because of your primitive organs. And the only way you can really get there to get a clue and an understanding that you really have no understanding, but that's okay because you're getting a clue and you're playing your part in the grand eternal thing, is that it's all a fiction. Just sit and be. That's the only way you're really going to perceive, because we have developed and become this amazing synapses that the original Homo sapiens did. But now we can add on top of that all of that thinking that's gone on for, I don't know, 15 grand? 30,000 years? I know some of you anthropology people know the answer to that one. Post it. So when you combine the two, it's a new species. It's a flower. It's an evolvement. This one seems to be not a slow evolvement, but an exponential evolvement. I'd be very interested in seeing this video again in 2012. Actually, 2014 would be more fun. 2020. Actually, okay. Here's my goal, guys. I was born in 1957. You got to get those cigarettes out, coffee, and all that stuff, and start exercising more. But Zagger and Evans in the year, I can't do 25. I would do 2025. That would not be quite 75 years. Yeah, I can hit that pretty easy. Oh my, Milo is just going crazy. Milo's loving himself. This is the very first time I've been back. He's our littlest one. I've got some video. I'll probably post of him.